This is a real-time dog walk video with Bruno, my guest, board and trained for the next 4 days. Check the description box of this video for timestamps of key events during this video. This is a longer video, so I wanted you guys to give the opportunity to skip around if you want to find exactly how I dealt with certain things on our walk this evening.
All right, y'all. I'm back again. My name is Michelle. This is Bruno. We are back on a gentle leader. Same thing as before. Today's a sale to say day one, by the way. So same thing as before, right? He's not allowed to pull me. We are on a gentle leader. Come on. Good. Let's go. Good boy. Let's go. Oops. Let's go. Good. Good boy. Come on. Good boy, Bruno. Let's go. So Bruno's still a little squirrely. He's a little excitable because he's been at home probably for 4 hours. So this is the plan for today. We're going to go on a 2-mile walk with the gentle leader. I'm going to work with him, and I'm going to hold him to the standard that he walks politely with me for the full 2 miles. He only is allowed to use the restroom when I allow him to use the restroom, and he only is allowed to sniff when I allow him to sniff. So 2 miles, once he should be a little tired after 2 miles of that. He should be a little tired after 2 miles of walking with me while maintaining those standards, which he's not used to doing. And then I'll take him to the dog park. Oops. Oh, puppy. And then I'll take him to the dog park and we'll do some reactivity training, some counter conditioning in the presence of the dog. That should be around the peak time at the dog park. We'll sit outside and watch dogs come in and out. And I will reward him for looking at them and choosing to look at me and not engage. Because he has his head harness on, I'm not too concerned about me adding pressure to the leash. Good boy. Causing him to overreact that way. Oops. So we will see how it goes. I will show you and wish me luck. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. So we did quite a few turns there. He's still kind of forging ahead. That's okay. Dogs' normal walking speed is about 4 miles per hour. Humans' normal natural walking speed is about 2 miles per hour. So they can get pretty frustrated being forced to slow down for us on leash. It's not something that's natural to them. It's something that has to be taught. Good boy. But that's okay. He has time and an opportunity to run around. Oops, oops, oops. I'm not going to let him pee there. I didn't release him. He's not allowed to mark unless he's released to use the bathroom or mark or sniff. So we stopped that in that moment. Anyway, so it takes some time to teach your dog how to walk on leash at your pace. Technically, I'm walking probably faster than 2 miles per hour. Oops. Uh-oh. What happened there was he anticipated that I was going to go right back into a circle, and he put his head in front of my leg and he got kicked. So this is going to teach him the hard way that, paying attention to me is what's important. You're not anticipating what I'm doing. You are following my lead. Good boy. And if you follow my lead, we're going to have a good time. Good boy. So Bruno's mom has been working on a lot of things, just basic obedience with a trainer over the last 2 to 3 months. And this dog has improved so much. It was such an improvement. So while she's gone over these 4 days, I'm really just refining some of the behaviors that he's still really struggling with. Mostly the habitual behaviors of reactivity, not coming when called because he's learned to ignore when she calls him, and walking on leash because he still gets kind of squirrely when he's excited. He doesn't really listen all the time, and that's okay. So that's what we're going to be working on over the next 4 days. She has done a really good job on the basic obedience stuff. So now we're just trying to put some finishing touches and really treat some of the reactivity issues that he has. So when I'm walking a dog like Bruno, I'm not in a rush. I give myself ample time to get where I'm going. This is an exercise for him. I don't have anything to do. I'm here to work with him. Oops. So that he can get the most out of this walk. And if that means turning around 100 times, we turn around 100 times. Good boy, Bruno. Good boy. Oops. Good boy. Come on. Sit. Good boy. So I've stopped Bruno from marking on a bush 3 times so far on this walk. So when we get to the next bush, I'll cross the road. I'm going to release him to go sniff and pee so that he can enjoy this walk as well. I am asking a lot from him right now. I'm putting a lot of pressure on him to walk with me, to not overwalk. Let's go. To pay attention to what I'm doing. And I'm aware I'm asking a lot from him. So I'm going to be sure to reward him by giving him access to his environment, allowing him to sniff and mark and be a good boy. Good boy. Come on. Yes, good boy. There's a bike coming up. Bruno's triggering by bike, so I'm going to have him come over here. Sit. Let the bike pass. Good boy, Bruno. Good boy. He didn't even notice the bike, so let's continue. There's a dog. We're going to let see. Good boy. Yes, good boy, Bruno. Good boy. So when I'm walking a dog like Bruno, when Abby was younger, it was like this too. You have to be really aware of your surroundings because Bruno's reactive. So if I see a dog coming up, I need to be able to walk in the grass away from the trigger at a distance where he can respond to me and not be freaked out. He has quite a few triggers, so dogs, bikes, anything of those things. If I see any one of those things coming up, I need to be able to position us so that he can succeed at a distance that he is comfortable and I can reward him for calm behavior. He's pulling me a little bit, but I'm allowing him to pull me because there is a dog behind me. So I don't want him to freak out when I turn around and there's a dog behind us. So I'm just letting him pull me just a little bit, just so that I can create some space between me and the dog behind us. Let's go. Now that dog is a little further away, we can go. I'm gonna have him sniff now. Okay, Bruno, go sniff. Good boy, Bruno. Good boy. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna tell him, let's go. There's some ducks coming up. He's obviously in a mode right now, so we secure it. He's not focusing me at all there. He was very intent on the ducks, so I changed directions. And that's kind of how we do this with all of distractions. Let's go. If he can focus on me sometimes, give me a little bit of attention. Notice when I'm turning, then we continue to walk. If he can't, then we don't. Oops. Oops. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So this is his first walk and I don't really know how long. Come on. Good boy. Go. He's a little stimulated, more than I would personally like, but he's doing really well, so we're just going to keep going. I've loosened the criteria a little bit here. I'm letting him kind of pull ahead just a little bit, but as long as he's not pulling me, I'm still okay. He's still not allowed to sniff or go pee or poop or anything. without my releasing him, but oops. Let's go. But as long as he's not pulling me, I'm okay. Oops. All right, new strategy. He gets to the end. I'm just gonna stop abruptly. So eventually he knows that, oh, okay, I gotta pay attention to this lady. Not only does she turn, but she stops abruptly. So I'm gonna demonstrate that. Good boy. Let's go. So you saw, now he look at him, he has some slack in the leash. You saw I just stopped. I didn't let his leash get tight until before I stopped. I let every little bit of slack, but then I just stopped moving. And he ran into the end of the leash himself and his head turned. So it's a different stimulus than a collar or a prong. His head, good boy, is controlled. So it's easier for him to correct himself, and by correcting himself into the correct action, literally looking towards me, he learns, oh, okay, I need to be paying attention to what this lady is doing. Good boy. Let's go. Good boy. Yes, good boy, Bruno. Oh my goodness. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good snacks. Good boy. That was really good. He didn't hit the end of the leash that time. He kind of was like, oh, okay, she's stopping, I'm stopping. Let's go. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. So he's walking on leash pretty well, but he's not paying attention to me. So I'm going to continue to do this until he starts paying more attention to me. He wants to turn back around, but I'm not letting him. I'm telling him where to go. He doesn't tell me where where we're going. I tell him where we're going. All right, these dogs on the flexi lead, I'm always cautious about when I'm passing because their owners generally have very little control over their dogs. Bruno's a large dog. If a dog comes in his face, he can cause some serious damage if he bites him. I'm going to try not to let him know that I'm a little nervous. Come on, good boy. But I'm also going to take precaution with this dog ahead of us as we pass them because we'll see what happens. I don't want to jinx it, but these little French bulldogs tend to be very spoiled, and if you have them on a harness with a flexi lead, it's really hard to control them. And Bruno is a big, powerful boy, so I'm going to try to give us ample space as we pass to this dog. But no need because they're going the opposite direction. Let's go. Good boy. So he looked at the dog there and he looked back. That's a good time. Good. So it's literally just consistency. This is his first walk with me on the leader out with any distance, and he's not doing bad. He's not pulling all the time, and he is responsive when I stop and turn around. He calms, he doesn't fight it, so I'm going to take that as a win. There's been no reactivity so far. Also a huge win. I just wanted to show you guys the level of time it takes to work through some of these problems. A lot of people think, oh yeah, that's going to be a quick fix. I can just put on some tool or send it to a trainer and it'll be fixed. No, these dogs are complex beings and they have triggers and it takes time to work through some of this stuff. So I'm being extremely consistent with him. I'm not allowing him to get away with very much at all. And by establishing the criteria, the boundaries, and being consistent, your dog can see significant changes over time. Good. Good boy. Sit. Good boy, Bruno. Okay, let's go. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy, Bruno. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Bruno, you want more? Go, good boy. Good boy. Oops. There's lots of ducks here, so I'm not gonna expect. Oops. Let's go. Good boy. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. All right. That was exciting, huh? Let's go. Okay. We saw where our threshold was. Come on. Let's go. Good. Good. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Bruno, sit. Good boy. Look at me. Come on. Yes. Good boy. Good look at me. Good look at me. Bruno. Look at me. Good boy. Good look at me. All right, let's go. All right. That was a little dicey there. Got really excited with those ducks. You saw him kind of react on leash, and you saw how I handled it. I didn't freak out. I didn't overcorrect. I let him calm down as I walked away from him, and once he started to respond to me, I rewarded him for positive behavior. That's kind of how you deal with that stuff. Remove them further away from the stimulus until their brain starts focusing again, and then you continue your walk. He is protesting now. Come on. Good. Let's go. All right, there's a dog coming up. It's a high distraction area right here. So I don't know how nice this dog is gonna be. So I'm gonna take Bruno. Ooh, straight to the dog. No, no. Good boy. Let's go. Good boy. Leave it. Leave it. Thank you. Let's go. That little dog wants to play with him, but Bruno is in no condition to be playing with anybody's dog right now. So we took him off the path so that he can get distance away from the dog, his stimulus, and we can continue. Good. So this is kind of a hard lesson for Bruno. Come on. He's not allowed to freak out. He's not allowed to sniff and do what he wants. He's not allowed to pull me. It's very frustrating. He's probably going to freak out by these ducks again. That's okay. I'm ready. And he is realizing, hopefully slowly, that his efforts are futile. And he has to remain calm and on leash if he wants to continue the walk. Good. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy, Bruno. Good boy. Good. Good boy, Bruno. Bruno, sit. Yes. Look at me. Good boy. And he gets paid. He didn't freak out. We're going to move forward. Let's go. Good boy. Sit. Okay. That was the scenic route of that walk. We're going to take the direct route back to try to minimize the distractions. He seems a little tired. I want to get him home at a distance where we can control how far he is from these distractions. He did a really good job on this walk. He had a couple of freakouts, but nothing extreme. Easily calmed down after I corrected him. There's a bike coming, so I'm going to move. Come. Sit. Good boy. There's a bike. Yes, good boy. He really didn't react with the bike. Good boy. All right, let's go. Bikes trigger him. So anytime there's a bike around, I want to reward him for looking at the bike and not freaking out. And he did really well. So we're gonna take the direct route back, and I will do probably some exposure counter conditioning close to the dog park as dogs enter in and out, depending on his threshold levels. We pushed him hard today on this walk, but he's an adult dog. You know, if this was a 5-month-old puppy, I would be way more lenient. But this is almost a 2-year-old dog. His brain is mature enough to learn how to control himself, and now I just need to guide him in that direction. So we'll see you guys at the dog park. We're here at the dog park. Bruno's right here, the dog park's right in front of us. We're gonna stand here at the corner, right behind this car, so he can see them. Hopefully they won't come to see him, and I can reward him for doing the right thing. Yes. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Bruno. Very good. Very good. Yes, good boy, Bruno. Good boy. Yes. Yes, good boy. He's really good. That dog was me and Ella, the female next to the next. Actually, Bruno is with her. That's the dog that you're on. This dog right here. It was hard for him to look at me, but he's yeah. Yes. You know, yes. You're doing right. Yeah. That's all. You get all the get a lot of work. Good boy, Bruno. Good boy. I know. You do it. Yes. We're sitting here. We're making something about. I don't want to give him opportunity to make really choices here. He lived in knowledge and character right now. Yeah. He's a great dog. No, I think like that. This is a good first step after very, very stimulating morning. First stimulating walk this evening with the ducks and the dog. So he's really well right now. He's looking. Yes. Engaging with the dogs over there, and then just when a little closer, what happens? Yes. Remember to engage with these dogs. Then that's the treat. Yes, the boy engage and engage. Excellent. Stay on step. Good boy. Let's exercise teaching him how to look and look to me. What I have to do. I'm on the dog. Teach him on the dog. So that's his work. Yes. Yes, good boy. Good boy, no. Oh, no.
Oh my, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Oh my goodness.